Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at arklatex I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Monday morning forecast update. Of course, many of us last night went to sleep. It was already a winter wonderland out there, and that does continue for us this morning. Most of the heavy, wet snow has kind of tapered off at this point, but it has left some pretty impressive snow totals across the region, which I'll show you here in just a moment. But to start out here very early on your Monday morning, we still have temperatures that are just above freezing in most locations. So at the moment, the roads are kind of slushy at the moment, but we are expecting to drop a few more degrees, and that's really when we'll start to see some of the ice problems as we continue through the morning. But you can see the heavier kind of bands of snow have pushed off to the east this morning. We're dealing with some lingering precipitation here, which is likely falling as some snow flurries across the northern Arklatex, but that will be it, and most of that will probably come to an end just after sunrise this morning. So we will be done with this snow here, and these are some of the preliminary snow reports that we've seen so far, and a lot of these came in before midnight last night, so we are actually going to see some final totals issued here in the upcoming hours, and they will likely be higher than this. But for anywhere from Joaquin, Texas to Zwolle, we did pick up 6+ inches of snow. Even down in Carthage, we had about 4.5 inches of snow. Harrison County, Hallsville, 3 inches of snow there, and Shreveport and Blanchard showing totals over 2 inches or so, which would likely maybe be that 3 to 4 inch range in some spots when all is said and done here. So some pretty impressive snowfall totals for us. So all of the landscape kind of covered with the snow this morning, as well as some of the roads. Right now we do have temperatures in the mid 30s in a lot of areas. Again, 32 is freezing, and we'll probably settle down to that freezing mark here in the upcoming hours. So the thing to look out for this morning, there's a lot of slush out there, especially on the bridges and overpasses, and those cool down a little bit quicker since they're not kind of to the ground there. They can cool off from all sides, so that's why we expect the bridges and overpasses will be iced over, and that's why we did have a lot of those interstate closures last night. But if you do have to go over some of those spots, maybe over a river or just getting on an on-ramp to the freeway, just be on the lookout for that. There will be some ice out there through about mid-morning, and then we should warm back above freezing, and we may see a little bit of a thawing today. Shreveport, I have us up to 39 degrees or so, and it may be a struggle to reach 39, but we do anticipate maybe a little bit of late day sun north of I-30, which should warm most of us into the mid 40s. And again, the roadway issues will be less significant through the I-30 corridor where we receive less snow than they will be, say, down towards I-20, I-220, and I-49 through northwest Louisiana. So pretty chilly day. Make sure you have a jacket if you're spending any time out there. North wind about 5 to 10 miles per hour. That is pushing dry air into the region. So the thinking is we may see a little bit of late day sun, but it will be a struggle to get the sun to come back out in a lot of these areas today. It is possible we'll just stay overcast with those highs kind of remaining in the 30s. This is what Robin's Toyota Futurecast is showing. So by about 8, 9 o'clock this morning, just a few lingering snow flurries out there. And then once we get to noon today, we'll likely still overcast in Shreveport, maybe a little sun coming back for you folks in Texarkana. And we'll really start to clear out tonight, but it will be really too late to let in any sunshine to warm us up a bit. So any of that ice that's out there, any of that slush is probably going to refreeze tonight, and then we should begin to thaw out tomorrow. Actually have highs back in the upper 40s and low 50s on Tuesday, but there will be some ice out there in the morning. So again, the snow issues, the ice issues, not really confined just to today, as tonight we expect lows will be in the 20s, so we may see some of that ice refreeze maybe as soon as 8, 9 p.m. tonight on some of those bridges and overpasses. And again, your low temperatures tonight across the region, probably one of the coldest nights we'll see this winter, as we'll be down to 24 in Natchitoches. Shreveport at about 26 tonight and 27 your forecast low in Texarkana. We do have a nice thaw out on the way, so any of that lingering ice that's out there Tuesday morning, that should go away pretty quickly as we move through the morning on Tuesday, and again Wednesday, Thursday especially setting up to be a beautiful day. We do have a dry cold front on Friday, which will likely drop our temperatures a bit as we head into the weekend. There's just a slight chance of maybe seeing some return raindrops late in the upcoming weekend.